Okay, so we've got a little request for a certain type of vase. A vase that has a circular bottom and then a rectangle on top. So how can we go about doing that? Went ahead and grabbed 4 pounds of clay. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started. Get my brick here. All right. What we're going to go ahead and create that cylinder shape. Going to drive it up. All right. Give it a good push it up. Push it down. Probably take my iPhone out of my pocket. It's feeling like a brick at the moment, but that's okay. One more. All right. Okay. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start with that cylinder shape. Before I do anything, I'll go ahead and get rid of this little extra crud down there. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and start the process of making this tall. And it's going to be around, I think he said between 12 and 14 inches is sort of our goal. So I want to get that, make sure you set my bottom. Now I'm going to go ahead and start to bring this up. All right. That sponge on the outside. And then we'll just kind of drive this up, right? We're just going to keep bringing it up. Okay. The first pull. I want to feel that weight down there. Whoop. I'm going to just go ahead and that one more time. Add a little water. I think I got the height we're sort of shooting for here. And so I'm going to go ahead and start that shape. Let me see that again, Larry. See what that looks like. The one on the left? This? Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're going to do, I'm just going to comb this in just a little bit. And the surface is still a little wet, so I'm just slowly bringing it in just a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and make that shape, which is basically a circle on the bottom. So all I'm going to do is, we want that circle to be within that space, and so I'm going to go ahead and just blow out that center and push it out to the inside. In the meantime, I want to drain all that water out, at least for now, only to replace it with more water. Okay, so now I'm going to take my metal rib and push into it like a lathe. And we're going to try to get that circle shape. There's a chunk of something in here. That's okay. Right. Starting to get that circle shape a little bit, right? Okay, so you can take this, a big ass 12. Okay, now we've got the circle shape. Now I'm going to work on this top. Take this, drive it up, get it nice and consistent. And here's where I want to go ahead and get this. I'll use this. Really get that nice and even, which it looks like it is. Now this little part here, soften that edge. This little part here, we want to finish that perfect circle. So I'm going to just take this, use this, bend this a little bit, and drop that down. Okay, so we got that nice shape. Okay, so that is the basic fundamental of your shape, right? Okay, so how do we get the top to be rectangle? How do we get the top to be rectangle? Well, let me show you. But I think before we do anything, I got to take my iPhone out of my pocket. Okay, this thing is just digging in. Okay. What I like to do is take the wire tool, and just to get some distance on everything being even, I like to make a cross. So I go like that. And I just make a little bit of a marking. I just get a little of the water out of here. I just want to make a little bit of the marking on top just so I can see it. We're going to go this, and this, and then this, and this. And so that now tells me exactly how I want to corner this off. So the next step is I take my hand, or I take this. I get some kind of dowel rod or something. Okay? And I add a little bit of water to it. Okay? Add a little bit of water to it. I want to see that my head's in here. And I'm going to take it. And this is what I do. I take my hand on the bottom, I create this shape, and I push this right into it. So I take it, make sure I'm nice and even, and boom. Okay. Start right here. Okay, just kind of clean that up. And we're going to do that all the way around. Top off. Okay. Again. Really nice. Thank you.
Interesting
Technique.
yeah.
It's harder than push. Oh, it's just practice. Okay, so now it's a little, it looks good, but let's spice it up a little bit. So now I'm going to take my big S12 rib. Right, we got one, but now we've done all the corners. Let's go ahead and make sure everything's nice and even. And now we're going to take this S12, and I'm going to go like this. Just kind of work my way across. All about those corners too. Really want to go in from a rectangle. If you want to cheat, I won't say cheat, you just get a Sureform shaver once you're done. You can work it over even further. And in some other videos, I'll demonstrate that. And that is how you make a circle with a rectangle. Yeah? Thank you. Thank you.